Manchester United have got a deal over the line. I didn't think it was going to happen in January. I thought we were going to go through the month with no signings, but with the injuries that Manchester United at this moment in time have, we have made what I think is a massive signing in Bruno Fernandes. I really wanted this guy to come to Manchester United in the summer with how poor our midfield options looked, and it's taken until January to get the deal over the line. Now, obviously we signed 3 players in the summer and it probably just could, I don't know, for whatever reason didn't get done. The board and everyone fucked around and it didn't get done. There was rumours that he was going to go elsewhere, to Real Madrid, Tottenham, a lot of other clubs, but Manchester United have got the man and he's been a goal machine in Sporting, really has. Scored 31 goals last season and countless assists. Has got about 15, 16 goals this season and assists. Just very, very good, and just this past few days scored an absolute cracker for Sporting in his last game from probably 35, 40 yards out. Really, really pleased with this signing. It does look like a promising signing. He's 25, I think, years of age, which is the perfect sort of age for Manchester United, just about to hit the prime years of his career. It's the sort of age that sort of a Real Madrid would get a player at, 24, 25 usually, like they did with Ronaldo when they signed him at about 24 years of age, just about to hit their peak, and then they get the best years out of that player. And Manchester United certainly need someone for the here and now. We've got a number of young, inexperienced players that have played around 30 odd. I mean, you look at our forward line, it's not even that old, even the forward line, but we've got inexperienced in the midfield as well that haven't played enough game time as well. And we've got poor players in there as well. It is quite a young side, and to add a bit more, a player at 25 who's just going to hit the prime years of his career, that's very, very good. I'm pleased about it. I think this is a sensible signing, around 60 million euros, I believe. Very, very good for Manchester United. I mean, obviously you don't know how a player's going to perform. I mean, we had really high hopes of Fred when he came in, but he hasn't hit the heights of a £50 million player. And I know people are saying when he's been better of late, maybe he has, but to be honest, better isn't what Manchester United need. Manchester United need to. I want Manchester United to get back to the top of English football and European football. And to be honest, with just Fred and Matic in midfield and Pereira at this moment in time, you're not going to get anywhere near that with them 3 in there. I know there's other players in and around the squad that I think should be getting more game time. Certainly, Angel Gomez should have been getting more game time, but this probably could well end the young man's Manchester United career, which is a shame. But I mean, also Juan Mata, I would have liked to have seen him got more game time this season, because he's probably about the best player that Manchester United can rely on, that can create chances and score goals himself, although his goal tally has gone down in recent years, and obviously he's declining because of his age. He's getting past his prime, but still against Norwich looked fantastic, and Manchester United have really missed a player that can create some chances from midfield and chip in with some goals as well. The midfield has really lacked chipping in with goals this season. I'm looking at the stats. I think Pereira, if you call from attacking, has played in the forward positions. He's played in the midfield as well. I think he scored 1 goal, and you've got McTominay with about 3, and I think that's about it. I mean, Pogba's got none because he's been injured. Matic none. I mean, I think Mata's got a penalty, has he? I can't remember. So the midfield just isn't scoring enough goals, and we're relying heavily on Greenwood, Marshall and Rashford to get all our goals, and there's not enough creativity to create them chances for them to score more goals. And if Rashford was playing with the likes of Kevin De Bruyne and Pogba, players like that, he would probably have scored even more goals this season. And he hasn't been able to do that with Pogba because he's been injured. I mean, if he was playing with the likes of David Silva, great players like that, think of the amount of assists them players would be getting to Rashford. I mean, it's incredible, because Rashford's been on fire, but we don't have a Kevin De Bruyne or a David Silva, that ilk of player that Manchester United really have needed to either create chances or someone to score goals as well. And I'm sure that he can certainly bring goals to Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes is not really I haven't seen enough of him play. Obviously, he's not the creative master of Kevin De Bruyne, but he has scored a lot more goals than him. So that could take the burden off the front 3. But I did watch him play for Portugal, and he didn't have the best of games when I saw him play, so I can't really judge him solely on that. I haven't seen enough of him play for Sporting, but he has got a fantastic goal and assist record, so you can't argue with that there. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. How pleased are you? We probably still need another midfielder, but the likes of Levid and Garner are now coming back from injury, so if we do get some games where we can rotate a bit, maybe we win comfortably in the first leg of the Europa League and we can rest a few players. The second leg, a bit unlikely, but it could happen. Maybe in the FA Cup we could give the likes of Garner or Levid an opportunity from the substitutes bench to sort of take the burden off the other players, the likes of Fred and Matic, who have at this moment in time got to play week in, week out because of the midfield options that we have available. So I think it is a massive boost. We do need at least another midfielder, I think, in there. But at least, I mean, it's very difficult to make signings in January. I think this was probably in the pipeline and it just didn't happen in the summer for whatever reasons. But pleased that Manchester United have got the deal done. I'm not going to jump around doing cartwheels or trying anyway because of this signing, because we've seen in the past a lot of signings we have made have come for big money, big reputations have flopped. But it does look like for Manchester United this is a very promising signing. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.